Hello everyone. You are on the Natural Disaster Channel. Today I will tell you what happened in the world on April 7th. Heavy rains hit the east coast of Australia once again. Tens of thousands of residents fled their homes for the second time within weeks. They are forced to flee deep into the mainland after flooding began in coastal areas. The city of Lismore is once again flooded, after a similar incident occurred less than a month ago. Some regions received their annual rainfall in less than 6 hours, officials said. The natural phenomenon of La Niña in the Pacific Ocean is developing for the second year in a row, which is rare. For the second year in a row, rivers in Australia flood heavily after heavy rains. Sydney has already recorded a rainfall of 546 millimeters this month, and it was the wettest March on record. A strong forest fire occurred in the Krasnoyarsk territory, Russia. Officials say the fire started at a garbage dump. Due to strong winds and dry weather, the fire quickly spread to a nearby forest area. The fire covered an area of 450 hectares, 1,110 acres. Several nearby towns were engulfed in flames. More than 100 people and 28 units of special equipment were involved in extinguishing the fire. At the moment, according to the fire department of Russia, the fire was completely extinguished. Rare outburst of large hail pummels South Florida. Huge chunks of ice falling from the sky in Florida certainly caught people's attention. Photos posted on social media showed that in some cases it resulted in some significant damage. The storms have also brought very ominous clouds to parts of the Sunshine State. Severe thunderstorms in Miami-Dade and Broward counties had wind gusts in excess of 58 miles per hour and contained up to a quarter of hail. Devastating storms are never a good thing, and the rain they hope to bring will be welcome relief for arid South Florida. Some of the isolated storms can become violent with winds up to 60 miles per hour and hail up to a quarter of an inch. Some residents have reported some hail in some areas. The alert was in effect until 7:15 p.m. and affected Miami, Hialeah, Miami Beach, Coral Gables and Key Biscayne, according to the National Weather Service. After a break on Wednesday, temperatures, humidity and the chance of rain are starting to rise again ahead of Friday's cold front. Severe storms pose significant challenges for travelers trying to leave South Florida. Rainfall in Central Florida has been 3 to 8 inches above normal since March 6. Violent storms strike the U.S. South, killing 2 in Georgia, Texas. Authorities say 1 person is dead in Georgia and another in Texas after high winds and tornadoes rake the U.S. South. People across the southern United States were clearing trees from roads and buildings as weather forecasters planned to survey damage from several possible tornadoes in Georgia and South Carolina, but said that effort could be interrupted by the potential for more storms.
Dude, that junker's getting huge. It's getting bad. That's right there on New York. I know, right?
At least 16 people have been killed and 16 others remain missing after record-breaking rains triggered severe flash floods and landslides in the Baixada Fluminense and Costa Verde regions of Rio de Janeiro state, Brazil. The worst affected was the popular tourist town of Parachi, located on the Costa Verde, Green Coast, a lush green corridor that runs along the coastline of the state of Rio de Janeiro. A destructive landslide hit the town's Ponte Negra neighborhood, killing a mother and 5 of her children, ages 2, 5, 8, 10, and 15. A 6th child was rescued alive and taken to the hospital, officials said. In all, 7 houses were swept away in landslides in the city, and another 4 people were injured. 70 families were forced from their homes. Thousands of fires lit to stave off historic cold at French farms. Arctic air poured over Western Europe during the first weekend of April, causing temperatures to plummet to record low levels as farmers scrambled to protect their fruit crops from a damaging frost. The bitter cold followed an unusually mild last half of March, with temperatures frequently soaring into the 60s and lower 70s F, 16 to 23 C, which prompted the early budding of fruit trees and grapevines. By the first days of April, freezing air threatened significant and costly damage to the blossoming crops.